Hi, I'm Nick Zito, and I'm here with my horses at Saratoga. I want to talk a little bit about the day in the life of a horse, what time they get up, what they do, what they eat, how they train, how they basically live. You can see in the background here, they live pretty good, you know, we think they do. They're born to race, that's what they do. They're basically athletes, and they're housed in these beautiful stalls up here in Saratoga, and we think they're kind of housed like kings. They get up real early, you know, 4:30 in the morning, routinely. Their caretakers come in quite early, so they're basically up when they get here, and they like to train. They're born to run, obviously, so they start real early, 4:30. Groom brushes them off. The rider comes in, we get on top of them, we proceed to the track, they have a good gallop. They come back, they get bathed, they get a good shower, a good bath, they get cooled out. Feed them oats, obviously, as a lot of people know, horses eat oats. And we also put a little sweet feed in there. That's their morning feed. Of course, a horse is in a stall a long time. They're in the stall 24 hours, so they need to get out. So in the afternoon, we take them out for about a half hour. Sometimes we make them graze. Most of the time, they walk in the shed row. We put them to bed, feed them at 4:30, so, excuse me, they go to bed a little later than that. And around 9 o'clock, they're sleeping. And that's basically the life of a horse 7 days a week. Because a blacksmith's very important. There used to be an old adage, no foot, no horse. So you have to have someone really good shoeing your horses. You also have to have a good veterinarian. It's kind of like a good doctor. And you would want, you know, your family member to go to a good doctor, so you would want your horse to be taken care of by a good veterinarian. And that's what we do. So we have a lot of veterinarians that are very good. So we have a good blacksmith, which is very important, and we have good veterinarians, which is very important. Because if a horse gets sick, you could do the old remedies, but you really don't know their movements and how they breathe or how they act. You need somebody to look at them and tell you what's wrong with them. So you need a good veterinarian. We also have a very good dentist, just like people. You know, you have to go to a good dentist, and we have a very good dentist that works on their teeth. He's very good at what he does, very reputable man, and he knows how to what they call float them. And they use these instruments. You know, a dentist may use a small instrument, but a horse dentist will use a long instrument. And it kind of, basically, it's almost like brushing their teeth, but making sure everything is good. But you have to have a good dentist, a good blacksmith, a good veterinarian, and obviously, you're only as good as your help. So you have to have good help, and you can't do this all by yourself. Race day is different. They have to race, so you have to be careful. It's sort of like a fighter. I don't think you could go into many fighters in the locker room and you know, talk to them or whatever. So we like to keep them kind of happy and quiet because we don't want to disturb them before a fight. The caretaker will come in at 4:30 in the morning. We'll prepare them for the race. The rider will take him out maybe for a little jog. Not anything real serious because he is racing, just to loosen him up. These cameras wouldn't be here race day. So it's a little different. He has to be left alone. He's going to race with his buddies. There's 7 or 8 horses in the race, and you know, no one's rooting for him, put it that way. So it's the way we do it, and it is a little different race day. Well, I've been doing this since I'm a teenager. I've basically been doing this since I'm 18 years old. That's it. that's a long way. You know, I got gray hair now. I used to have black hair. So, you know, I've been doing this a while, but that's it. So the one thing that I love about this business, and I tell everybody, no one has a lock on it. There's no exact science in it. There's no lock. And I think that's what makes it the great equalizer. And that's what I love about the business. But you still have to be lucky, because it's just not an exact science. It's a feel, and you hope that your turn comes up and you're blessed. And we've been blessed. And then after the race, naturally, hopefully that you lead him from the winner's circle. But we bring him back to the barn. Obviously, he gets his bath again because he just raced. We cool him out 45 minutes to an hour, make sure he's all cooled out from the race. May eat a little grass or just a little alfalfa, whatever we got from, you know, and then we'll feed him probably a couple hours after he races, because you want him not to be too excited after a race. So horses' stomachs are different than human beings, and you know, you have to be very careful with that too. So, and then again, give him a nice hot meal, and then he'll go to sleep. And my night watchman will watch him, that everything is okay, that the effects of the race weren't too bad, and we'll greet him next morning. But racing is very interesting, because at the end of the day, you still have to have the fastest horse. But that's what they do. And again, I say we're lucky to be in this game.